Right now, Rock County authorities released their accounts of the investigation after the body of a man was found in an abandoned home months after a police pursuit.
Also, Indigenous advocate Ada Deer has passed away. We take a look back at her incredible trailblazing life.
And corn lovers rejoice. We are live in Sun Prairie, where a festival dedicated to all things corn is underway. And we welcome you to News 3 now at 6. We are following breaking news out of Rock County tonight. Authorities there are releasing a detailed account of their investigation after the body of a man who'd been missing for 9 months was recovered earlier this week.
Our Braden Ross has been digging through that report and joins us now to break it all down. Braden?
Yeah, guys, in this 14-page document, the Rock County Sheriff's lays out every action they took in the search for Christopher Miller, who first went missing after he ran from a traffic stop just outside Janesville in November. According to their account, they searched for Miller on 13 different occasions, most of those happening immediately following his disappearance up through mid-December. After that, though, no official searches were conducted again until April. The document also lays out the family's desperate calls for authorities to do more, citing more than 24 occasions when they reached out for information or to ask for another search. Miller's body was discovered Sunday outside of Beloit after an anonymous tip pointed investigators to an abandoned house more than 6 miles from where Miller first went missing. I'll have more details on the 9-month search coming up tonight at 10, and we'll continue to track this story as it develops here and online at channel3000.com.
Ada Deer, a trailblazer for Wisconsin's tribes, passed away last night. She was 88.
Today, we saw an outpouring of memories for the woman who touched so many lives. Will Keneally spoke with some of them today and joins us now.
Well, friends had so many adjectives to describe Ada Deer, both warm and a tenacious advocate with a sharp sense of humor.
She says you need to exercise for the sake of the baby. Now, Ada never had a baby, but she was caring about mine.
That's how Lynn McDonald met one of her longtime friends through what was, well, unsolicited advice during her pregnancy.
In the 3rd week, she came in with 2 exercise mats, pulled me into an empty classroom, and started lying down on the floor with me, and we did sit-ups together. That's how we became best friends.
As warm as she was with her friends, they also described Ada Deer as a tenacious advocate for the causes that she cared about.
Yes.
Born in Kashina, Wisconsin, she grew up in the Menominee tribe. Graduating from UW-Madison with a degree in social work, she later established the American Indian and Indigenous Studies program there.
She contributed so much, and the students loved her.
Deer entered politics in the 90s, running for Congress.
I've been waiting a long time to say this. Me nominee!
And then joining President Bill Clinton's administration as an Assistant Secretary of the Interior.
The Bureau of Indian Affairs is now an American Indian woman, and she sent a note to Ada, a personal note saying, "You have inspired me in my career."
At one point, I ran for office. She was so willing and generous with her time and generous with her advice as well.
She continued to be a mentor for many, including in the last few years.
It's so important for us to have those role models and those women to look up to. That representation is priceless for Native communities.
All these different women who are successful now in politics, and every single one of them said that Ada Deer had inspired them.
Now, earlier this month for her birthday, Governor Evers declared August 7th Ada Deer Day.
Temperatures a little warmer than yesterday, but some rain overnight should cool us down tomorrow. Let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. It's kind of breezy in the backyard, but skies are almost clear overhead. The clouds are still off to our north and west, but you can see them on visible cloud track right along and just behind a cold front that's sweeping from Minnesota into northwestern Wisconsin. There's also some wildfire smoke from Canadian wildfires behind that. We might see some of that tomorrow. The rain just starting to enter far northwestern Wisconsin. The showers and storms be heading southeastward and expanding a little bit as they do so, but 6-hour future track radar keeps them mainly north and west of our viewing area through the evening hours. We'll start to see them north and west of the Dells by about midnight tonight, and most of southern Wisconsin between midnight and 6 a.m. High temperatures today, upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Madison 79 for the high, but it was 81 in the Dells, 82 in Camp Douglas, and 83 in Boscobel. Right now, our wind gusts right now are in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range, especially north and west of Madison. So we'll expect it to become a little windy for tonight. Current temperatures are in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees through most of southern Wisconsin. Even Milwaukee at 81 right now with those winds out of the southwest, so no lake breeze there. 79 right now in Mount Horeb, 79 in Verona, and 78 degrees in Sun Prairie. Look for skies to become partly cloudy this evening, but it should stay dry. Temperatures dropping into the lower 70s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at the timing of the rain and then how warm it'll get as we head into next week.
Madison police are searching for a woman who allegedly hit a child in the face while riding on a city bus late last month. Take a look. Police said the victim, a 7-year-old girl, was on a Metro Madison bus with her family when the woman hit her. The woman got off the bus at the McKenna Boulevard and Raymond Road bus stop shortly after hitting that girl. According to an incident report, neither the girl nor her family had any interactions with the woman prior to that attack. The suspect is described as a white woman in her 40s with dark hair, about 5'9". Anyone who recognizes her is asked to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers.
A Montello man faces nearly a dozen charges after officials say he drunkenly fired a gun multiple times in a part of the city. Anuj Patel is charged with 7 felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety involving the use of a dangerous weapon, as well as 3 misdemeanor counts. Now, a criminal complaint alleges multiple people reported hearing the gunshots in the area of the Hilltop Motel on Church Street. It was just before 2:45 in the afternoon Saturday. Patel reportedly admitted to firing a gun in the air and drinking prior to the incident. Deputies searched the area and found a very noticeable bullet impact on a glass door at a mobile gas station across Church Street from that motel. In total, deputies found more than half a dozen shell casings at the scene.
The Office of School Safety has secured enough funding to keep going for at least 1 more year. Attorney General Josh Kaul says the DOJ is reallocating $1.34 million in federal funding to the office. Kaul says since it launched in 2018, the office has become a critical resource for Wisconsin students, teachers, and families, especially with the Speak Up, Speak Out confidential hotline.
Some troubling data has been released about teenage girls' mental health in Wisconsin. Nearly half of the state's female high school students are reporting feeling sad and hopeless nearly every day. That data is from the Wisconsin Office of Children's Mental Health. Ahead of this school year, the office is pointing out some of the issues on the minds of these young girls.
Kids identify for us that their mental health issues are aggravated by pressure to do well academically, pressure from social media, and they also are very concerned about climate change, about gun violence, and about the political divisiveness that is actually playing out in schools for them.
The department's director urged the importance of young girls developing strong relationships in order to make school a positive place to be. On top of that, she encourages limiting the use of social media.
As parents prepare to send their kids back to school, leaders from the CDC are reminding families to make sure their students are up to date on their routine vaccinations. CDC Director Dr. Mandy Cohen is encouraging parents to add getting vaccinated to their back to school checklist. Today, she toured Public Health Madison and Dane County South's vaccination clinic.
I'm really impressed with the work folks are doing here in Madison, but I will say we're a little behind here in Wisconsin on getting our kids vaccinated.
According to Wisconsin DHS, during the 2022-23 school year, nearly 90% of students met the minimum immunization requirements. That was up 1.3% from the previous year, but down 2% from the 2020-21 school year. You can figure out what vaccinations your child needs by talking to your healthcare provider or visiting the CDC's immunization schedule page, and you can find that page on channel3000.com. Just look for this story. Well, happening now, Sun Prairie is hosting the 70th annual Sweet Corn Festival this week.
This is a big event there. The festival runs through Sunday, but today the community is starting things off with a parade, and that's where we find Jalen Banks. He's live on the parade route. And Jalen, how are things in Sun Prairie tonight?
Well, I don't claim to be a meteorologist, but Sun Prairie is definitely living up to its name. The sun is completely shining, and I'm trying to keep my eyes open. But the energy is picking up. It's certainly palpable. The floats and everything is just down the road on West Main Street. And as you can see behind me, it is completely packed. I've had tons of kids coming up to me asking if they could be interviewed. And unfortunately, I had to tell them no. But maybe later in the show, we can get somebody on. But again, it's beautiful outside. It's a perfect day. And Gary Canolti is certainly a professional because everything he said was spot on.
All right, Jalen, kids are the experts on parades, so they would be a somebody to talk to. All right, coming up on News 3 Now at 6, city leaders in Madison are celebrating the opening of a brand new playground that everyone can use.
Plus, there's a debate cooking up in Rock County over restaurants' ability to maintain outdoor seating. Pull up a chair. We'll break down this story for you after the break.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I'm Randy Bump with Bump Farms, and this is my John Deere. So I'm a 6th generation farmer. Our farm was homesteaded here in 1846. I think the thing that makes Sloan stand out the most for me is probably the people, the products, and the service. Whether it's bulk oil delivery, bulk DEF delivery, the Sloan helpline, I mean, they're always there for me. And I've actually had them open up on a Sunday and get parts for me so I can keep a combine running. And that's why I think Sloan's first.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
There's a debate going on in Janesville right now about whether to continue pandemic-era policies on outdoor dining. The policy passed in 2020 allows only the city building official to approve requests for outdoor dining. Council member Paul Williams says since we are no longer under the federal public health emergency, the policy should revert back to approval by the Alcohol Advisory Committee. However, others believe it should stay the way it has been.
My hope is that city staff will come back with a recommendation to keep the process the way it is. And then I hope 4 council members, a minimum, if not all 7, can agree that a system that was created that has no issues seems to be a system that's working well for our community.
Public comment on the matter is scheduled for the next council meeting happening on August 28th, and you can catch our full report on the proposed change this Sunday on weekend mornings from 6:30 to 8.
There's a new playground at Warner Park, and this one is for everyone. City leaders celebrating the opening of the Fauci Family Accessible Playground with a ribbon cutting this morning. The playground features a poured-in-place rubber surface for greater wheelchair movement and roll-in access as well. There are more than 50 unique play features, including a wheelchair-accessible swing, touch-and-play musical panels, and communication boards to help nonverbal and lesser verbal visitors, which can be used to point to items of interest or needs. This is Madison's 3rd accessible playground. The other 2 are at Brittingham and Elver Parks. Still ahead, our Back to School series looks into how you can get your children back on a healthy sleep schedule.
Plus, we head back to Sun Prairie, where the annual Sweet Corn Festival is getting underway.
Plus, how's the weather looking for that festival through the weekend? Gary has a complete forecast after the break.
Mark, a little help here?
Keep it down. The noise is making them angry. Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Want it? Here's the number.
Call 833-784-4999 to get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
Which helps me run all of this easily. Kids checkups, scheduled. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer. Work.
Switch to Spectrum One. 300 megabit internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security.
Spectrum One gets it done.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-784-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a store today.
Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale is bigger than ever with huge savings throughout the store and hundreds of incredible bonus buys. Like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress, $3.99. This sofa, $4.99. Dining table, only $7.49. A queen bed, now $7.79. Plus, right now, save up to 40% on patio furniture. And make your new room more affordable when you use our 72-month financing. It's Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale. Shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
As you get your kids ready to head back to school, getting their sleep back in a routine might be top of mind. News 3 Now this morning, Shane Hogan has some expert suggestions on how to make the transition from summer to school starting tonight.
Getting your child back into routines they are used to during the school year will help ease them into the transition once it's time to get into the classroom. Dr. Steve Barzy of UW Health says making a few small changes during the weeks leading up to the school year will go a long way.
Consistency in bedtime and wake time is really important, and that can begin before school actually starts. Most people will project that if you can even just shift a child's bedtime by maybe 15 minutes every day or a couple days until you move them back, let's say that hour that they may need to be back to be able to be prepared for school, that's a good gauge.
Dr. Barzy goes on to say that children really do well with routines, and as soon as you can ease them into the school year routine before the bell rings, the better. A couple of tips here. Identify your child's sleep needs. That means how much sleep they should be getting each night. Have good sleep hygiene, meaning creating a comfortable environment for them to sleep in, and anticipate any changes to the routine so the transition is smoother. I'm Shane Hogan, back to you.
And a reminder, time's running out to donate to our Back to School supply drive. You can drop off supplies at our studio here at News 3 Now or any Metcalf's or Walgreens location. You can find other details at channel3000.com/backtoschool.
Looks like the weather will be cooperating for the Corn Festival there in Sun Prairie. Gary has a complete look at our forecast. Hopefully it can hold a few days, Gary.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Three things you need to know in the forecast. We will see a round of showers and thunderstorms after midnight tonight. It'll be windy and mild, but behind the front, we'll see dry weather return. Temperatures will cool off a bit for Thursday and Friday, but then the dry weather will continue for the rest of this week, through the weekend, through next week, and probably next weekend as well. And it'll turn hotter. In fact, high temperatures should be around 90 degrees with more humidity, especially from Sunday into Monday. We could see heat index readings up around, say, 95 degrees. Now, there are some strong wind gusts to our north and to our west from central Minnesota into northwestern Wisconsin. This is along and ahead of the cold front. You can see that wind shift here right around the Twin Cities. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are developing, but they're mainly behind the front, so that limits the instability. Some of these could produce some brief heavy rains, gusty winds, and some hail, but you can see on 6-hour future track radar, while the line expands a little bit in extent, the storms themselves start to weaken a little bit as they push into southern Wisconsin. So the severe weather potential is pretty limited across our viewing area. There is a level 2 or slight risk of severe thunderstorms across Minnesota into northwestern Wisconsin. Perhaps an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm, but as far south as it tells, more likely back toward Toma and north and west of there. And the reason is that dew point temperatures are in the middle 60s, where those showers and storms are developing from the Twin Cities up toward Superior. But notice the dew points in southern Wisconsin in the upper 50s. So as those showers and storms move into the slightly drier air, that will weaken them a bit. Plus the fact that they'll be going into the overnight hours when temperatures are a little bit cooler, so that makes the atmosphere a little bit more stable. But the rains aren't going to bring very much. The best chances for anything more than about 1/4 of an inch generally will be from northern Wisconsin through the eastern part of the state. But this is for the next 10 days. Once that rain moves out of here tomorrow night, I'm not looking for any rain over the next 10 days. So we will be back to a pretty dry pattern across most of the upper Midwest. Weather track right now, you can see those scattered showers and thunderstorms. They're mainly behind the first cold front, which is just to our north and west. The second front has the showers and storms with them. But again, temperatures are starting to cool off there, and the air, those showers and storms will be moving into slightly drier air. Temperatures right now, upper 70s here, a little warmer to the north and west, but behind that front, they drop off. And we'll see high temperatures back in the middle 70s for tomorrow. Planning your night across Dane County, 66 for the low in Oregon, 66 Marshall, 66 in Cambridge with some scattered showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low 67 in Janesville, 66 in Monroe, 62 in Camp Douglas. They'll probably clear out first before anybody else. And then for tomorrow, any lingering showers will end very early in the morning, south and east of Madison, then partly sunny, breezy, and cooler with a high of 75. Planning your night, no rain expected this week during the evening hours, 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock toward midnight, you can start to see some scattered showers and storms. Then those head south and east. Notice by 3 a.m., they're already past Madison, and by 6 a.m., pretty much out of the picture. Rainfall amounts will be spotty. A few places could pick up a ½ inch or more in a heavier shower or thunderstorm. Most areas will probably see less than that, maybe 1/10 of an inch or less. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast calls for temperatures to warm up with highs around 90 by the end of the weekend. Nighttime low temperatures in the upper 60s, and the humidity levels come up as well, but at least it'll be dry for the weekend.
Yeah. Which is what we need, because the 70th annual Sweet Corn Festival is underway right now in Sun Prairie.
With 5 days of fun and around 80 tons. They have 80 tons of Wisconsin sweet corn. Sure to offer something special just for about anybody who wants to go out there. I've heard stories of people eating like 20 ears of corn at this thing. Jalen's live at the opening parade, and it's going on behind you there, Jalen.
Oh, man, the parade is a blast. I haven't been able to get any corn yet, not the 20 years, but I may be able to get about 20 pounds of candy because they're tossing it out left and right. Again, it is very much so underway. As you can see, some of the floats in the cars behind me. The kids are going crazy. The parents are telling them, put the candy down. We need you to go to bed tonight. But it's a lovely day. As I said earlier in the show, Sun Prairie is definitely living up to its name because it is sunny and beautiful out here today. I hope that all of you at home and even you guys in studio can come out here and enjoy some of this Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Fest over the next 5 days.
And bring back some candy for us. Coming up in sports, Wisconsin volleyball is 3 days away from returning to the field house, while the Badgers say they're dialed into the work, not the rankings. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Get 11% off the last roof you'll ever need with Menard Steel Roofing. Steel roofing is durable, adds value to your home, and can help you save on cooling costs. Steel roofing offers superior wind and hail resistance and is available in cut-to-your-length panels. Concrete Repair Tube is a pre-mixed commercial-grade crack filler and sealer. It's durable, flexible, and can be used for interior and exterior applications. A tube is just $249 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Surgenian's 93-year history means you pay $93 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
You and running have been together for a while now. Fact is, so has Morgan's Good Form Running. We're here to help runners achieve their goals and push their limits in every sport or adventure they pursue. That kind of performance demands real innovations in technology, shape, and fit.
And we're experts in all of it, so no matter why you run, your best race starts here.
Morgan's Good Form Running, Hilldale.
School shooter fear has become all too common as kids get ready to go back to school.
Tomorrow, I'll share some expert advice to help you talk to your child.
And after some mild temperatures, the summer-like heat and humidity returns this weekend. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Wisconsin volleyball team will face UIC on Saturday, and that's a good thing. It's been a long couple of weeks where all the Badgers have been doing is practicing against themselves. And don't forget, it's been twice a day, too. So needless to say, they're dialed in, so much so that they didn't even know they'll start the year ranked #2 in the country. But even if they did know that, preseason polls don't mean much to this group.
That's something we really talk about or think about. We know what our end goal is, and again, it's not something that we just sit around and talk about. Why talk about it when you got to work for it?
That doesn't really necessarily mean anything to success until you actually put the pen to paper, right? Like, you have to work hard every single day. You have to earn a spot because you're not, the goal isn't for a preseason ranking, it's for, you know, the ring at the end of the year.
The Packers are 3 days out from their second preseason game, and like last week, they strapped up against another team during practice. Today was day one of 2 joint practices with the Patriots. New England head coach Bill Belichick called Jordan Love a talented player, and it was on display. His accuracy again was on point, and for Love, just going against another defense helps him take another step forward as week 1 approaches.
I think it was just good for us to go against a new defense, see some new looks. They threw a lot of stuff at us today. And it's just really good for our development to keep seeing new looks, different things, and I think there were some good things. And then I think there's things we need to clean up. Throws I wish I could have back, reads I wish I had back. But like I said, never get too high, never get too low. So just learn from it, grow from it, look at the day, and then come back out ready to go tomorrow.
Did you say somebody ate 20 ears of corn?
Yeah, I won't name names. It wasn't me, but
okay.
There's a lot of corn that's consumed out in Sun Prairie at the Corn Festival, and the corn might cook itself by Sunday, Gary.
Yeah, it's going to get pretty steamy. Now, in the short term, we do have some showers and thunderstorms just entering far northwestern Wisconsin. 6-hour future track radar brings those showers and storms right after midnight into the northwestern parts of our viewing area. So be prepared for a round of showers and storms. I'm not expecting anything to be severe, but there could be some brief heavy downpours as they move on through. And after they're gone, we warm back up to around 90 by the end of the weekend.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.